fucking flat tire on the New Jersey Turnpike, baby. Yeah!
Woo!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. You know, I did a nice ride with the fellas today. Of course, something had to happen. I was riding on the Turnpike. Well, actually, I was riding on the Parkway, and I was going onto the Turnpike, and we hit a nasty, nasty pothole. We are here in Carteret, New Jersey. I pulled over. I got a flat tire. So the rim is bent, and it's not holding air. So I got my brother over here waiting with me. I actually hit the pothole. I was with Jersey Bagger, and he stayed until as long as he could, but he had to head home. So I called my brother. He's helping me out here, waiting for the tow truck. So, yep, just a short little video. We're actually it's cold. It's cold out here. It's I don't know, it dropped into the 40s already. So I'm waiting for the tow truck. Hopefully I have the rim and tire protection. I forgot if I do have it. I think I do, because I remember when I actually got the, hold on, sorry, it's my wife. Hello? Hey, what's up? Nothing, I'm here, waiting for the tow truck still. Yeah, I mean, the insurance company called me. They said the tow truck should be here in 20 minutes. That was about 15 minutes ago. So hopefully they're here soon. All right. Did you guys get the pizza already? All right, I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call for an update. Okay, bye. That was actually my wife on the phone I was giving her an update. But yeah, we're waiting for the tow truck company right now. I've been waiting actually almost 2 hours now, so yep. So I hate New Jersey roads.
Several days later.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. 5 days later, and we're here in the garage. I got the bike in the garage. Quite an experience on Saturday when all this went down. So when I actually was riding home from Seaside with a Jersey Bagger, I actually hit pothole going from the Garden State Parkway to the Turnpike. I hit the pothole, and that was probably the hardest I've hit a pothole ever, and I knew something was up. And that's when I started to feel like this tire doesn't feel correct in the front. It was harder to steer, and at that point I was on the Turnpike already. We were going towards exit 12. Luckily enough, Jersey Bagger said he needed gas, and I said, okay, it's a good time to check the tire. But even before I got onto the exit ramp, I actually pulled over, and the tire was totally flat. I checked the air pressure, and it had like 10 psi in it. So I kind of made a decision on the side of the road. Well, let me get to a gas station in Carteret. We're right here at the toll, so let's get off the Turnpike. So I actually filled the tire as much as I could with air. And I mean, the tire isn't shredded up or anything like that, but you could see in the rim, it's not a uniform circle. It has like a little bend in it at the top, so it's not holding air. And I'll show it to you in a second. It held air for a little bit, and then once I started riding it to get to the gas station, that's when it went flat again. Once we got to the gas station, I called the insurance company to get a tow, and that was like around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they actually didn't pick me up until almost 7:30, 8 o'clock. But with the tow truck company, you know, I understand, you know, on a weekend especially, it's you're busy, and there's not a lot of people out there and a lot of workers out there. But, you know, I get a call from the tow truck company that my actual insurance company set me up with, and they said to me, well, first you're gonna have to help the guy put the bike on the trailer. And then he tells me, well, I don't know if I have enough straps for it because it's a 800-pound motorcycle. At that point I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Should I take this tow truck? Should I try to call for another one? The dispatcher tells me, well, you know, anything that breaks or anything that happens to the motorcycle while I'm loading on it, it's my responsibility. And what I didn't like about that is that, wait a second, you know, I'm hiring you guys, yes, through my insurance company, to tow my bike to my house. At one point, I called the insurance company back, says, can you try to send me another person to tow the truck? But it was probably going to be for another few hours. So I actually decided that, you know what, I'm just going to go with this tow truck. What happens, happens. I'm pretty sure. Really don't know how the tow truck game works, or, you know, rescue recovery thing works. But I just wanted to get my bike home, and I wanted to be home. So I actually said to myself, all right, I'm just going to gamble. I mean, when the tow truck guy, you know, I helped him load it onto the trailer, and actually my GoPro died, so I didn't get any of that footage. But let me show you real quick how he strapped it down. I try to kind of help him along and say, hey, do it this way, but he kind of did it his own way. So let me show you what he did. He actually took two straps like this, put two across the seat, and he cranked it down. And now, mind you, it was on the kickstand. I said, you know, that kickstand might not hold this heavy bike with all that pressure. And he's assuring me, no, I've done this a bunch of times. I know. But, you know, I didn't say much. I said, okay. And then I said, you're going to put something on the fork. Maybe like, he took another tank strap, half the size of those ones I have, and just really just laid it across the fender. Really wasn't holding nothing. And then he told me he had like a little D-ring to compress the brake. And so the brake was holding during the whole trip. And I tried to suggest to him, look, I don't mind the strap on across the seat. That's fine. I was trying to get him to do the strap across the seat with the smaller one, right? And get him to use the fork tubes here to pull the big heavy ones each way on the bed, left and right. And he was like, oh no, we can't do that. How's it gonna stand? It needs to stand up. I go, yeah, well, if you pull it off the kickstand and do that, and then have a strap across the seat, I think it should be fine. And he says he didn't feel comfortable doing it. He's been doing it a while. Let's just do it this way. I said, well, you know, once it's in your possession, it's on your truck, you're strapping it down. I'm not responsible anymore. So I let him do what he wanted. So he had actually a lot of pressure on that kickstand there. And, you know, I helped him put the bike on the bed itself. I sat on the bike while he strapped some things down, and I let him do his thing. It was a flatbed truck. He kept the bike at the end of the flatbed. I suggested to push it all the way forward so you could actually push the front wheel against the front of the truck, and suggest, you know, use the fork tubes and put that strap across the seat. And he says, well, it's gonna have a hard time pulling it off, pulling the bike off backwards, blah blah blah. So at this point, I was annoyed. I was very skeptical of how he's strapping it. But at this point, I honestly, something inside me said it'll be okay, but I don't care right now. I just want to get home. And plus, if anything did happen while they were transporting it, that's their responsibility, not mine. I guess the dispatcher was saying when you help them load it on, anything happens, it's your responsibility, which it shouldn't be, but it is what it is. So here's the tire. I don't think you could see the bend. It's on this side somewhere. It's probably under the fender. It's actually like kind of like bent in the opposite way. I don't know if you could see it. But anyway, it's not holding air. It doesn't feel wobbly when you do ride on it or anything like that. So hopefully I didn't damage any of the brake rotors or the brake. So that should be okay. You know, usually sometimes when you hit that nasty kind of pothole, the rim bends. in a way that, you know, it destroys the rotors too, so that's fine. Also, I do have the rim and tire package that I got from Harley. So I contacted them on Monday. I tried to set up an appointment, see if they could take me, and they got back to me. Everything's all set up, but the rim is on back order for 4 to 6 weeks. So the bike will be down for a while until they pick it up, fix it. Who knows how long that will take. I mean, everything's included, the towing, the Harley dealer that I bought the bike from, and yeah, we'll go from there. They actually told me they're gonna check the rear tire just in case too, make sure that's not bent. All in all, I'm glad I didn't go down. That's the bright side of everything. Very easily, very easily, I could have went down because there's big curves coming off the parkway onto the turnpike, and like I said, I just took my time. I kind of figured, yeah, it should be okay, but in the end, it really wasn't. So the road glide's down for now. So hopefully we'll get that fixed. Maybe by, I want to say, end of February, early March. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not going to Daytona this year because of this. Who knows when it'll come in? They always tell you 4 to 6 weeks, but everything is so backed up with the supply chain. They're saying again, you know, it is what it is, or they're just not making them fast enough, or they have limited production on them for now, and then they make them as they go. Who knows? Right now, at least, I still have Hawk here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I gotta re-go over the bike. I kind of put it away for the winter. I gotta reconnect the battery, put the battery back in, and make sure everything's okay, make sure the tire pressures and all that on here. I also did not do before I put it away because I was being lazy. I didn't do the oil change, so now I'm forced to do the oil change, so that will be fine. I can't use my beautiful sound system I got on Harley, but it is what it is. At least I'm safe. And plus, the bright side, I have another bike just in case we go out for rides or anything. It's not ideal. I'm not gonna complain. I actually have to put the heated gear harness on there too, which I don't. I have to purchase. So yep. So Saturday was a good day and not a great ending, but hey, I kept the bike upright. I didn't go down. That's the huge upside of everything. It could have been a lot worse, and I could have been laid up in a hospital somewhere. And that's how you got to look at it, you know. I wasn't surprised that it bent because I really did hit that pothole really bad, but like I said, I didn't go down. When I did feel like the tire was and the rim was really bad, I did slow down and I just said, you know what, let's just pull over. Let's not risk anything anymore. And here we are. So it's a little quick update on what happened to the bike. Yeah, man, sucks, but in the end, I'm here, I'm standing. I'm very grateful that nothing really bad happened. So if you like today's video, guys, hit that like button. Also, comment below, is it really my responsibility or the tow truck guy's responsibility when I'm loading this bike up and helping them? Because I'm doing them a favor. The way I described how they strapped it down was a little sus, but we got it home. I'm going to have to check the kickstand because there was a lot of pressure on that kickstand when they were riding down the road. He really strapped it down and cranked it, so thank God that didn't snap. So maybe it's bent now, I don't know. The bike looks like it's still sitting properly, so we'll have to take a look. But anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you do subscribe, hit that bell notification. Every time I upload something, the good old YouTube will notify you. So thank God this didn't go down. I'm glad she's back in the garage right now. Everything will be okay. 4 to 6 weeks on the tire, so it is what it is. So I'll see you next time. Peace.